lipsticks. We love them. They are very moisturizing. They have collagen enhancing and age defying ingredients in them. And they really do help the lines less noticeable. So we're going to be trying a lot of these things on tonight.
Do you use gloss with those?
I do.
You do?
I do. I love gloss, and a lot of times if you'll put just a little bit of gloss in the middle of your lip, it really gives you a more full, pouty lip. Yeah. So with the True Dimensions lipsticks, okay, it's going to have your lips feel like they're moisturized all day long. They're going to just feel so good. And then we have our cream lipsticks, and I've got I've got them separated out here according to color group, whether they're in the reds or the pinks, the neutrals. How many of you have ever had a customer say, I want a good neutral lipstick? Okay. Can y'all tell me what the neutrals are?
No, but
the
there's
top
a
of my
line
head.
in here that says neutrals.
I was going to say, I
Right
use that.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, if in your beauty book, where they do have the lip colors, they're all separated out.
Yeah.
Makes it, you know, and if you're not sure what's neutral, what's metal, what's berry, what's red, you know, cut this out and carry it with you. One of the things that we're going to be doing in the next few weeks is putting together a party notebook. So this might be something you would want in your party notebook. Okay. But I do have different groups out here for you. So our cream lipsticks, they are enhanced with nourishing vitamin C and vitamin E derivative. And what those two vitamins do is they help defend against wrinkle-causing free radicals. And they are very good. I really like the cream lipsticks. I like the True Dimensions better because they're more moist. And we're going to try these different ones on. The cream lipsticks are also fragrance-free, but you might notice just a hint of a vanilla scent to it because it does have just a little bit to it.
It has vitamin E and what?
And vitamin C. And those they provide age-defying benefits. Sometimes we don't think about our lips aging. We think about our skin, but we don't think about our lips or our hands. And people see your lips and your hands.
Could you say that again? 'Cause I'm trying to look.
Vitamin E and vitamin C. And they're age-defying benefits. So our cream lipsticks are long-wearing. They're creamy. They have a very lightweight texture. It's a very rich formula, and it's a stay true formula. It's gonna wear very well on your lips. Very moisturizing, and you'll find that the color doesn't bleed real easily like a lot of lipsticks will. Your target customer for your cream lipsticks is any customer who wants delicious lips. You gotta learn these keywords too. Delicious lips. And they want long wearing, stay true color. That customer would love our cream lipsticks. And then we have our lip glosses. And I've got them all out here. And I love, love, love our lip glosses. And I'll be honest, years ago, I wouldn't touch lip gloss because they were sticky, you know, and they get on your lips. These are by far the best lip glosses ever, and a lot of times I'll just wear lip gloss because they feel so good. They'll provide an instant boost of moisture to your lips. They're going to smooth and protect and condition your lips because these are nourishing lip glosses. The target customer are women who wear lip gloss. And believe it or not, you're going to find a lot of older women these days loving lip gloss. Yeah. And then a lot of women who really don't like a lot of color will love lip glosses.
Do a piece of paper. I'm sorry.
I'll use a technique.
I don't remember anything.
Okay. Oh, everything's upside down. How did that happen? Okay. So here's some tips. To keep your lips looking lush, you want to exfoliate them at least once a week. I suggest the satin lip set. And anytime I have a lip appointment or a luscious lip party, that's the first thing we'll do is the satin lips.
At least once.
I tell you, I recommend using the lip mask 3 times a week. And I recommend
I was
you.
wondering that the other day.
Oh, I tell you, I have to. My lips were feeling a little drier than normal the other day, and they were trying to get chapped. And I went and did a satin lip treatment. It was fine. I haven't had full-blown chapped lips in 10 years, almost 10 years, because of this. But I like to use the lip balm every morning and every night. After I brush my teeth, it's a good time to do it. And that's going to help, exfoliate your lips and keep them young looking.
And do you know what else the side benefit of that is?
What's that?
I used to get fever blisters all the time on my lips, and now that I use the mask and the lip balm, I don't ever
You're
get
not
fever
getting them.
blisters.
I don't either.
And I don't know if it's keeping them from being dried, so they get infected, or they get, whatever causes it, but it just doesn't happen. I haven't had a fever blister in probably 3 years
Well, that's a good
now.
selling point, You haven't had fever blisters.
And I used to get, all the time. From
You've always got fever
from
blisters.
October till April, I would have a fever blister. It never went away. I'd be great big huge ones.
I got mine. Well, I got them before and after I was sick. Oranges, grapefruit, pineapples,
Yeah, that I had to start 'em.
stress. I would have one a month at least,
Wow.
and you'd last 14 days
Yeah.
before it completely went away. I haven't.
You
I
don't get them with them
Mm-mm.
either? I
I
thought it
think
was just me, but it
exfoliates
just
the
really
stuff that causes it off
gets it
because it
cleaned up.
cleans all that
Right.
out, and I think that's. I was telling the girls this weekend that that Mary Kay doesn't advertise it as a treatment, but I think that that's the reason that it doesn't cause it.
I think you're right. Yeah. Lip pencils will help prevent your lipstick from feathering and bleeding, okay? And I'm going to teach you a little bit. We'll take some lip liners and we're going to play with them. But they really help to prevent, the bleeding and the feathering of your lipstick or lip gloss. Plus, they really help your lips keep a really nice, well-defined shape. So there's all kinds of different things that we can do with our lipsticks, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to exfoliate. We're going to get our lips ready, and then we're going to start trying on some colors, okay? I love to play in the colors. That's you on. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of lip mask, okay? And that right there is how much I give people at my parties. Okay. You go. Don't fall.
Thought she was coming down from me to put it on hers. I was gonna say, okay, here you go, Whitney.
A lot of times I feel like we give way too much on our trays, and I have to admit I'm very generous, and I have done it a lot too. So,
But I think when you use less, it shows them how long stuff's gonna last.
yeah,
'Cause
that lasts
it
me
really
a
just
year.
takes a little bit.
Yeah, my tube lasts me a year. So let me get you all a wet napkin while you're scrubbed away.
My aunt hates the way this feels, or our aunt. But I love it. I think it's the coolest thing ever.
She doesn't like the graininess.
She can't stand anything grainy. You put anything grainy on her, and she's like crawling.
really?
Yeah, but our aunt, you heard this story? Well, you were there. When I very first started my A, C, and E, those are the 3 vitamins in this product. And it will moisturize your lips for 6 hours. I sell a ton of satin lips. And I think part of the reason that I do is because of the way I present it. I also like to let them know that, well, here's my scenario. You get chapped lips, you'll go to the store. You'll reach for one of 2 things. First, you'll either reach for that wonderful Bliss Text, which is great. I have nothing against it, but it's meant for cold sores. Because it's very drying, and it's meant to dry up a cold sore. But a lot of people will just reach for that because they're thinking, it says chapped lips also. Okay, not a good product for chapped lips. Or the second thing they'll reach for is Carmex. Again, great product, but it's really intended for fever blisters, not chapped lips. So you can let them know that, and then let them know that there's no wax in our lip balm. A lot of your chapsticks, they're wax. I mean, can you imagine rubbing wax on dead skin? That's what you're doing. So those are some selling tips for you.
What about the alcohol in it?
None.
No, I mean in your chaplets, 'cause
Oh.
that's where you got Lisa.
It is. There's alcohol in those. A lot of your chapsticks contain alcohol and alcohol derivatives, and that's so drying to your lips. It just dries them up even more. So what happens is you're rubbing it on. It feels good for a little while, and then they dry. And you're doing it again. You're doing this all day long. You know, it's a cycle, and the chapstick companies are getting rich because of it.
A little bit of alcohol in it.
Yeah, and you're good to go. Now, another thing that I really like showing at my lip parties is the time-wise targeted action, or rather age-fighting lip primer. Yes, you got yours, don't you? This is wonderful. It's also known as the Wonder Bra for your lips. It's a Wonder Bra for your lips because it's going to hold everything in. It'll hold everything in. It's not going to let things slip outside of the lip line. It has light diffusers in it. So that's going to cause the lights to bounce off your lips and make the lips appear smoother, more youthful, and you won't notice the lines in them as much.
It has what?
Light diffusers. We love anything with light diffusers. And because it's time-wise, you're going to get the anti-aging benefit from it. So even if you don't wear lipstick, you know, probably wouldn't hurt to put this on once a day just to get the anti-aging benefit to it. All right.
It's moister than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I have some, but I haven't been using it.
You're supposed to use it like every time you do your lipstick. I'm guilty of not doing it every time, but, you know, I'm trying to be good about it. I'm trying to get better about it. But it is a wonderful product, and I thought we would try some tonight. And you can tell I demo this. I demo all full-size products. You'll look at these lipsticks, and they're weird looking, and it's because I just scrape off of them. I try to get one of everything and just demo that way. It's so much cheaper, you guys. So much cheaper.
Better than the
The little samples.
Samples.
Now, I like to keep just a little handful with me just to give out if I'm out and about. But for parties and facials, I do the whole real thing. And I use it too. So, see, I get to try it on as well. Because if you can try it on, you can sell it better. All right, this just takes a little bit too.
I don't think I've ever used this.
And this is okay to put, like, even on the outside of the lip line. You know, around your lips.
So you're supposed to put this on every time you like redo your lipstick?
Uh-huh. It's going to help the color stay on a lot longer. Oh, you've got some, don't you? Okay.
And my understanding is you're supposed to put it on the outside of your lips because that keeps the lines from
Yeah, it
happening
keeps
on
it.
the outside.
Exactly. Exactly.
My husband won't drink out of straws because he said it makes lines around your mouth look really
It
bad.
does.
Like a cigarette. It makes all those smoker lines on your lips.
You know, and I never thought about it until several months ago because I'm always thinking, well, she's a smoker because look at the lines, you know. But then
The straws.
I
do
was
that so much.
reminded that the straws will do it too, so I don't want those straws. Don't want those straws.
Mom,
I know.
Mom will not get out of nothing but a straw.
Now, there was one paper that I'm missing. I'll have to go here and get. Be right back. Also important in choosing your lip colors. Someone that is very fair-skinned, me, Kirsty, you're fair. Most of us in here are pretty fair. Your glossy and transparent pinks look really good. Like the new lip gloss that we've got that's coming out in March. That's going to be perfect for every one of us, and we might try that on tonight. Beige browns, real on the light side, are good for fair skin. And soft peaches and soft berries are good. And believe it or not, honey brown. And y'all had this too on the handout you had last week. It's in there if you didn't want to write it all down. If you're medium skin tone, your warm pinks, delicate reds, soft mochas, warm apricots, caramels, peaches, those are good colors for medium. So like Kathy, you're more medium than fair, so those would be good colors for you to try. An olive skin tone, we don't have anybody in here, it's really olive skin tone. Strong reds are good. Deep roses, berries, toffees, mahogany, warm apricots, and a brownish red color is really good. And for our beautiful bronze women, they like them dark. They like them dark. They like them dark. Deep brownish red, deep berries, deep fuchsia, golden beige. They also love Merlot. It's a very pretty color on bronze skin. I sell a lot of that, and I sell a lot of the, for the lip glosses, the berry, this one right here, not that one. This one, Berry Tart. I sell a lot of that. Looks really good on them. And then we have like the Mocha Freeze. Looks really good on ebony skin, bronze skin.
I think it's Mystic Plums, the new True Dimensions. I put that on 2 women at work that are really dark bronze.
I bet that looked really
And
pretty,
it
didn't
was beautiful on them.
Yeah.
But it was like
plums.
never a color I could wear, you know?
Yeah.
But it looked, I mean, it was gorgeous on them.
Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was. 90% of the women have a more fuller lower lip than a top lip. And so, you're in here, women. My heart was broke the other night. I got to tell Angie. We were talking about lip colors to Amber, and she said her fiance says her lips are too full.
She have 2 full lips.
That's what we said. How do you have 2 full lips? I mean, they're supposed to be full. So, but you'll have women say, my lips are too full, or they're not full enough. And there are things that you can do to take care of that. If you've got a really full lip, okay, and you want to make it smaller, what you need to do is you cover it, first of all, with your foundation. And you may need to put some concealer. Depends on how well your foundation covers. And then you're going to take your lip liner and you're going to draw the line on the inside line of your line on your lips. And you'll apply the color inside of that. So if you're too full, to make them look smaller, conceal it, draw the line on the inside of the lip. If they're thin and you want to make them look bigger, then you do just the opposite. Use your foundation, your concealer, and you draw on the outside of the lip. Your mother-in-law's really good at that. Just make sure you keep your lip color on at all times because you really look funny otherwise. Fuller lips are always more attractive. If you try to keep the interior of your lips lighter than the rest of your lips, because that will, like I said, will give you more of a pouty look.
Now say that again.
Keep the interior of your lip
Here and here, on top and bottom.
on top and bottom lighter than the rest of the lip. It will give you a more full lip effect.
The interior?
Mm-hmm. So
Like, or
right
you
in
don't
here.
put lipstick?
No, you do just make it a little bit lighter.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather use lip gloss. We'll do that tonight so you can see what that does. Because I think you get just the same effect. It's a lot easier. Okay. And then you would define the outer edges a little bit darker and color it in. We're going to do that. If you have uneven lips, again, you want to, cover it up with your foundation. You're erasing your lip lines when you do this, and you're drawing your lip lines.
Can you use, got the eyes, did you say you got the eye smudger brush? Can you use one of those for your lips to smudge if you're going to draw on the outside of your lips?
Never tried it. I bet you could. It's kind of stiff, so I bet you could. A lip brush is always best to use. We don't really have one yet, except what comes with the little, lip gloss pots there. But they're the best to use, and any makeup artist will tell you that that's the best thing to use. Okay. Brighter, warmer colors will make you look younger. Anything too dark is far too harsh for mature lips. And paler colors will illuminate and make your lips appear fuller and more youthful, while the dark has a minimizing effect, kind of like your light shades and dark shades that we talked about last week. So your darker shades are going to make your lips appear smaller. Mary Kay has one of the longest wearing lip colors on the market. We do not have 12-hour lipstick. Have y'all ever had a customer ask you if we had stay-on lipstick or all that? We do not have it.
Staining.
Yeah. And the reason we don't is they're not good for the lips. They are not good for lips. They have a drying ingredient, like alcohol in it. And that's what causes those lipsticks to stay on longer. But they're going to dry your lips out. And they'll cause chapping.
One thing I did with a lady, and that's what, she said she has a chewing habit. She chews on her lips, so she chews the lipstick off. But I took a lip liner because I was playing with it here just a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, I outlined the lips, and I went ahead and just used my finger and pulled that down so it colored the whole lip. And then I went to church and came home, and it was still on. And I thought, oh. So I called her, and I told her the next Sunday, I said, after church, I'm going to bring these lip liner pencils, and let's go in the bathroom and put them on, and then you tell me how, if you think they lasted the day. And she was impressed that it did leave that lip color, because she says, I just can't wear lipstick stuff because it just won't stay on, because she chews the lipstick
She chews it off.
But the
Bad about that.
the lip liner pencil it's the closest to staining her lips.
It is. It is. And a lot of people, I do that sometimes. I'll outline my lips and just fill them in, and then put lipstick or lip gloss, either one, right on top of it. And it does help with the staying on it. I like doing that.
Do you think those tinted lip balms, now, do they don't sell those at all anymore, do they? Okay. But I have like 5 or 6 or 10 of them, so if anybody's... they were my favorite. I couldn't believe it, but I never knew at all that those had expirations on the outside of the boxes until one time I was doing inventory or whatever and noticed it, and I thought, oh crap.
Yeah, that's sunscreen.
So,
But you know what? They make great hostess gifts. If you're doing fish bowls, they make great. Instead of giving them $10 off or whatever, those are. I give a gift.
so you just take it out of the box and give it to them?
I wrap it up real cute. Give it to them.
Well, I feel bad that the expiration's on. I don't know how
No,
people
that's
would
what I'm a little-
reactivate.
I really don't think it would hurt anybody. We're just not
I don't
supposed to
think-
sell it. Just like your food. I
Okay.
mean, you can give it away. They just
I'm
can't
going to
sell
call
it.
them and ask them about
Talk
just
to
the
them
day
about
and
it.
night solution, because I want to give it away, because I have 5
Yeah, see,
bottles of day solution and 5 of night solution that expire
But are
in
there-
February.
So where's the expiration for those?
Huh?
Is it on the box then?
It
Yeah.
should be, yeah.
It said
Those came from
2 of 13. It says 2/13. And when I was doing my inventory the other day, I was like, crap. I mean, that's $60. That's $300 right there that I can't sell. I don't feel like I can sell because it's February. They expire at the end of this month.
Yeah.
Why don't you call
Yeah.
and post
I'm
on
going-
Facebook
yeah.
what they tell you? Post on our Facebook
Remember.
page, but
Yeah.
that way everybody will know, because everybody looks at the Facebook page.
I think, and this might be something for corporate, especially for the Mary Kay Beauty Consultants, which is our level. That needs to be known, because I never had a clue ever of anything being expiration
Oh.
on any products they have.
Oh,
I mean,
I got-
nothing.
I got stuck with
So I think
Sun's tanners.
something needs to be a notification or an asterisk when those, and here's an idea, an asterisk on the order that when you buy day solution, night solution, tinted lip balm, there's an asterisk there that goes to the bottom and says this has an expiration date. Just so that you are aware that you need to be moving this along or not putting
From what I understand, that
stocking
in the
up a whole
crimp,
bunch.
that there's like numbers on the
There
crimps.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to look up and find out even like when these expire, because
Yeah.
everything expires.
Most of our
That's what
products
I'm
have a
gathering.
most of our things have a 2-3 year shelf life.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm
Right.
coming up on a year and a half now since I
Yeah, but it
started
would-
selling.
It'd be good to call them because some things expire. Like, you notice on food that you buy, it says,
Use
If
by or sell
open-
by or
or if opened, use 2 weeks later. You know, but within a two,
Yeah.
like my creamer, I noticed the other day, it has a longer expiration date, but if you open it,
It's only
It's
good for
short.
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Right.
so I think that the expiration's confusing. Like,
I didn't know that either.
if
yeah.
you open that by February 2013 and use it 6 months after that,
Is
is
it-
it good?
See.
You know, or do they want you to open it by February 13th, sell it by
a
February
prime
13th,
example is
or
your mascaras.
Good
Finish
point.
They will lay on
Fine.
the shelf, but when you open that tube,
Yeah.
they're only good for 3 months.
Right.
So, and that could be the same thing. So that's something,
But I was just thinking of these products because it's written right on the box.
right?
It
And
says
that's why-
right on tin and
and
left.
there's
This
a lot
expires 2
because-
of 13. So those, I think they're, because of the sunscreen or whatever, they're pretty.
Well, see, that's what when I went through and did my inventory, everything you see here that I have in this column,
Cannot eat
those were
Charles.
expiration on the box.
Showing the choke on it.
Right.
Actually, on
yeah.
the box.
You have gotten
So there's several items that are.
And nobody
See?
would even
Right
know
on
that
there.
because it's never brought to your attention to be aware that there are things that will expire even in the box and never opened.
Right.
And that's what I'm assuming is why they put that expiration out there on the box.
Well,
You
hopefully
gotta get
you'll
there.
find out, and
Yeah, I meant to do it this week,
Let
and
us
I just
know.
totally forgot.
because it can make a big difference. Big difference.
Yeah, because I don't want to give it to somebody and then it cause an adverse reaction, and
Right.
they go on and somebody that has sensitive skin or something, they put that day solution on their face and they had this horrible thing happen to them, and then they call me like, well, look at your bottle. Oh, well, Patty gave that to me and she knew it was expired.
She
You know,
did that on purpose.
or you know,
Right.
how stupid is she? I'm not buying anything from her. Her stuff's outdated.
Right.
You know,
I see what you're saying.
That's the big thing.
Well, let us
So-
know what you find out.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that because that's something we all need to know. Okay, so some more tips on your lips. Layering your shades. Layering shades. Say that 10 times.
Yeah.
Are designed to be used with other colors to give you a more intense or less intense color. And we do have some layering shades. They are Pink Shimmer and Mocha Freeze. Those two are not intended to be worn alone at all.
Are those the only two?
Those are the only two.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. They're meant to be worn over or under another complementary color. It's just kind of like our cream eyeshadows, you know. For one, I'm wearing Precious Pink underneath everything. You know, it's a layering thing, and that's the same with the lipsticks. So just remember that your Pink Shimmer and Mocha Freeze are meant for layering, not to be worn alone. When you moisturize your face, moisturize your lips with the Satin Lips Balm, which that's what we've done. If you have customers whose lipstick always seems to shift to pink or orange, anybody have any people like that? Holly's will do that. Her lips, they will shift every time. And you'll encounter people that this will happen to. When that happens, it's because of the pH balance in her skin. And so in order to keep the correct color, you can try layering some foundation, or you put just the opposite on. For instance, if her lipstick color shifts to pink, okay, put an orange shade on first, and then put the pink over it. And that'll shift it to neutral. If the lipstick color shifts to orange, put a pink shade on first, and that'll shift it. Okay. Let's play. Okay, we've got our lips exfoliated and primed and ready for color. Now,
Now that primer dried my lips out. I put more balm on it.
well, it does. It is drying, and it'll do that because that's what's going to hold your lipstick on. I have different little stations around here. I've got your neutrals here, and then I have your metals. I've got some down there. I want you to try color. Okay, first we're going to just try color on the back of your hand to see what you want to try. And then we're going to match up some lip liners, and we're going to play with some lip liners. And we can try all different kinds. I want you to try something you've never tried before.
That's gonna be easy.
And then we're gonna, and then I'm gonna see
You won't know where to
your-
begin, will you?
And then I'm gonna see what your lipstick personality is. That'll be the last thing we do.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That'd
So,
be fun.
all right, go ahead and get started picking out some lipsticks, not glosses. We'll do that last. We got them here, 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 here.